We are coming to you here at PPMA Live TV, thanks to our wonderful friends over at Markham & Marsh, and I'm with Tom from Advanced Dynamics to tell us a little bit more about their business and what it is they get up to. Thanks so much for joining us.
No problem at all, no problem.
Brilliant, so yeah, Advanced Dynamics, we've got all the machinery here. What is it that you do?
So we do filling machines, capping machines, we do labelling machines, sleeving machines, so it's a fairly sort of broad range of machinery that we sell. We've also got some smaller range of like friction feeders, we do greetings card wrapping machines and all sorts of other stuff. But really, it's like a service, like a core partnership and service company. So if we sell fillers, if we sell cappers, if we sell labellers, it's the business behind it that cares about our customers a hell of a lot. So it's why we're successful in selling all this different range of equipment. So yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So when I said it looks like you do everything, you do everything.
Oh, we're jack of all.
Yeah.
Master of no, but we're jack of all. No.
It's the way to be. Brilliant. Well, in which case, let's start with this. I was going to say little machine behind us. It's not so little. This gigantic machine
Crown
here.
jewel is this one.
Oh, is
Crown
it? Nice.
Understand this. So this is a 12-head volumetric filler. So as you can see, it's basically 12 pumps at the back, 12 different nozzles. He's off with camera, look, full demonstrations in flow here, right? No pressure, better work. So what this does, it takes 12 bottles in, it'll fill anything from 100 ml up to a litre. And you've all sorts of fancy technology in there with servos, which are making your nozzles dive. You've got servos, which are driving your pistons up and down, which basically dispenses your water. But again, suitable for anything from water up to sort of heavy oils, is this type of machine. So, one bottle.
Brilliant. Are we coming a little bit oh, we had a spillage, but it's okay.
Pressure.
It was our fault. We were putting too much pressure on the machine. Brilliant. And what about this one behind us then?
So this is exactly the same technology that you saw there in the bigger filler. This is just a small, compact one. So our fillers basically start with this, which is the smallest, most affordable one that we do, which is a twin-head filling machine. So we go from 2, 4, 6, 8, and then that's the big one, which is the 12-head. So this is just another compact filler, basically. Ideal for different industries, for lots of different applications, and it's very, very flexible. So it can cope with, again, on this one, down from 10 mil all the way up to a litre on the same machine. So it's very, very flexible machine, this one. Yeah,
I mean, it's great that you can, let's come back over here so we can see some of the other technologies that you've got going on. But it is really, really fantastic that actually you do offer this flexibility, either sort of massive industrial size or that smaller, more intimate. That's the word we can use for the machine.
Yeah, so start-out companies, if they're going from hand-filling jars of chutney in the kitchen, very, very small company, and they're looking to get into that first step of automation, that's where these come in. But what we find is if you can get a customer right down at this level where they're looking at a small, compact twin head, as that company evolves and grows over the years, they'll go from a 2 to maybe 2 lines, and then eventually they move up to something like this. So what we find is, although these are, again, the smallest machines in the range, they're in some ways some of the most important machines that we sell, because that starts the relationship with the customer. It starts getting them working with us, we become a partner that they can trust, and then they start investing then in larger machines as they go.
Yeah, it must be so interesting, and it's a word that we've heard time and time again here today. The automation, the customer now wants everything to be automated rather than be done by hand. I know a lot of jobs can't be done by hand, but are you finding that that's a bit of a trend? People are wanting more of this to sort of take away, to give a little bit more time free to do other things?
Yeah, it is. I think there's always that sort of argument between flexibility and automation, and it tends to be the more automated you get, the less flexible it sort of becomes. And then on the smaller stuff, those are, although they're still fully automated, they're very flexible, but they're not quite as fast, so they might need a little bit of human intervention. So automation, everybody wants automation. At the end of the day, automation, if you've got a machine, it's not going to ring in sick on a Monday morning, do you know what I mean? And it will create some steady production planning where you can guarantee the numbers that you're going to be able to produce. But I think over the years what you tend to find is it's really, really small changes and small refinement on machines that over a 5, 6, 7 year period goes from huge strides get made, in automation. And we've just recently introduced a range of start-of-line machines. So we do depalletizers, we do air rinsing systems, bottle rinsing systems, fillers, cappers, labellers, and all the way down to the very, very end. So again, when customers talk about automation, we've increased our offering to go right from the very beginning, right the way to the end. So what goes in is basically a load of consumables, and what comes out at the end of that is finished pallets of shelf-ready goods.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, so for a customer then thinking about investing in one of these wonderful machines, why should they come to you?
Well, that's a good question, that, and I like this one, so I could go on a bit here. So, again, there's loads of companies in here who do fillers, they do cappers, they do labellers, and honestly, there's some fantastic competitors in here. There's a huge market, and we get on like an house on fire. I mean, I actually know a lot of the guys that we would class as our direct rivals, if you want to call it that, who I'll happily go out and have a pint with, maybe 1 or 2 pints with after the show, and we are, basically all good friends. But one of the things with it is what I believe sets us apart is if you buy a machine that's going to last you 25 years, it's going to be accurate. It's got all the things that everybody else has got, and it might have a couple of USPs like servo motors and servo diving nozzles and things that make, aesthetics and things like that will make it stand out. But the big thing is the company behind it, and it's the partnerships that we create through our aftercare team, through our service contracts, through always being there for customers, whether it's a Sunday morning at 6 o'clock or whether it's a Friday night at 10:30. We always answer the phone. Can't promise that we won't have had a drink by 10:30 on a Friday night, but we always answer the calls and we're always there for the customers. And it's that I believe sets us apart from our competitors, which is we literally go absolutely above and beyond for everybody that we work with. That's whether it be a really, really small £8,000 labeller all the way up to a £500,000 line. So yeah.
Amazing. So it is adding that, I guess, the people back behind the machine.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because again, it's one of the oldest things ever said, and I don't want to bring old words into this, but people do genuinely buy from people, and I think that's why I don't have a name badge on. You were saying where I think if you have a name badge and if it's got your job title, it's got your name, people can see that and they instantly know who you are, they know your name, and they'll disappear and think that they've got it. But I'm all about making friends with people. You know what I mean? Finding out what they need, even if they think they might need a 12 head, and it might end up that they only need a 2 head. But it's about offering the right solution. It's about being a proper partner. And I can't say the word which I would normally say at this point because it's not politically correct, but it's about giving a SHIT.
Fine. No, absolutely though. I think you're so right. It is, like you said, it is creating those personal relationships. And promise, I know you're busy and you've been doing all sorts today. We've finally tracked you down. But why is it, we are here at PPMA and it is buzzing, which is fantastic. It's lovely to see. Why is it important then that businesses like yours are here?
I mean, for me, again, COVID was like the worst time ever when you couldn't come out and have these conversations with people. You couldn't meet with existing customers, new customers, suppliers, friends, old friends that you've known for ages. Handshakes, being here to actually meet with people, to shake hands, to have conversations. I mean, we've been coming to the PPMA since its first ever show, and we will continue to be at this show next year. We're taking a bigger stand. I absolutely love this show, and it's really, really important for us. I mean, again, with a lot of companies trying to go work from home, work sort of more remotely, I'm going the opposite way, which is see more people, shake more hands, do you know what I mean? Find out more about people face to face. So it's very, really important for us, stuff like this.
Amazing. Listen, Tom, it was really refreshing to hear some of that as well. Like you said, bringing that people back into the industry. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
No problem. Thank you. Cheers.